Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are doing a ranking, as you can see in the title. We're ranking all of everything the Batman. We're ranking the movies, the cars, the suits, the Batmans, the Bruce Waynes. Now I was going to separate it and put it all in different videos, but I thought, you know what, fuck it. Let's put it all in one video and let's rank all these bitches together. So, I got all the pictures, all the rankings right here on my computer. And we're just going to go down the list. So we're just going to go down the list. We're going to start with the suits first. And before we get into it, I will say, leave your opinions down below. Leave your rankings of the different suits and the movies and the cars and all that. Like I said, we're just doing the movies, the cars, the suits, the Batmans, and the Bruce Waynes. So you leave your rankings for those down below. I'd love to hear your opinions. And let's jump right into it. So, starting off with the suits. I think you know as well as I do. We got to start off with. And again, just before you know, these are all my opinions, so if you don't agree with them, I apologize, but these are my opinions, how I feel about these suits. So, starting off, bottom of the fucking row with the suits, worst suit in the entire Batman franchise, in my opinion, is, of course, the Batman and Robin suit. Now, looking at it right now, I just don't like it. I mean, of course, the nipples, you gotta take the nipples. I mean, to take the nipples out of it, let's just examine it as a suit itself. It's just kind of basic. I mean, you got the symbol, which is just a black symbol. So black on black does not even look good to me. You have the whole chest plate, which to me just looks like a fucking mannequin. Like it just looks fake. There's nothing about this suit that to me, yes, it looks like Batman, but it doesn't like give me chills, it doesn't get me excited, it doesn't give me anything other than, oh my god, that suit is just basic. And that's just what it is. It's just a basic Batman suit. If a fan made this, I wouldn't be surprised. It's just literally a basic ass fucking Batman suit. I mean, there's nothing unique about it, there's nothing about it. It's just a basic Batman suit. It's like if someone literally bought this at a Halloween store. There's nothing unique, nothing crazy, nothing special about it. It's just a Batman suit. That's it. nothing at all. And then it makes it even worse later in the movie when he gets the silver suit. Yes, that's a little more unique. I still don't like the color of it. It still looks awful in my opinion. So, bottom of the barrel has to go to Batman and Robin. And you will see, spoiler alert I guess, you will see Batman and Robin on the bottom list of every single one of these. So, let's just get that out the way. So, number 2, actually, and I might get some flack for this. Now, I will say this. I don't hate any of these suits, so just like how I don't hate anything else on this list, none of these Batmans, none of these anything have hate. They're just my personal preferences of what I want from Batman or what I'd like to see from Batman. So, number 2 is actually the Adam West suit. Now, I know, iconic. It's fucking iconic. I will give you brownie points for yes, it is iconic. But it's just when I think of Batman, I don't think of the gray and blue. Now there are certain Batmans in the comics I like that are gray and blue, like the Dark Knight Returns suit. Not this one. There's another one. I'll show a picture up here. It's the blue cowl with the gray suit. That looks good to me. But here in the Batman 60s show, again, I just don't like that Batman. Adam West is fine for the times, for the way he played Batman, but he's just not my personal Batman, you know? He's just not someone that I personally love. Now, I'll do respect. I'll give him respect just like how I give Christopher Reeves respect to Superman. Do I necessarily love his Superman? No. But I respect him for that. Same thing with Adam West. I give him respect. Not personally my favorite Batman, not even close, but I respect him because he is the OG, he's the classic, he's the one who literally started Batman, basically. I mean, I know there was the one from the 40s, the serials, but if it wasn't for the Adam West in the 60s, we probably wouldn't have the Batman fandom today. So, yeah, suit-wise, I just don't like it. I mean, again, there's nothing I hate about it. It's nothing like it's just god-awful. It's just not my preferred suit. I don't like a little tiny yellow circle chest. It looks homemade and cheap, and I don't like that. Again, I know it was the 60s and the 70s, but damn. Just looking at it now, it just seems so fucking cheap. So, not a fan. So yeah, that number 7, number 7 actually would be the Batman Forever suit. Now, I don't hate the Batman Forever suit. It literally is almost like the Michael Keaton suit. Just for me, I just don't. Again, it screams the exact same thing I said about Batman and Robin. There's nothing crazy about it. There's nothing like, holy shit, that's iconic to Batman Forever. I look at that and I go, yeah, that's just Michael Keaton's suit, but just done a little bit worse. I mean, the symbol is still the same. Of course, it's the one who started the bat nipples, so I gotta fucking give it a knock for that. It's just, I mean, it's an okay suit. That's why it's comfortably at the third to the bottom, because it's just, there's nothing horrible about it. It's just a very basic suit, in my opinion. Nothing crazy about it. It's just the Michael Keaton suit with bat nipples, a little more shinier than the others. There you go. Nothing crazy whatsoever. And even the one he gets later in the movie, the sonar bat suit, I don't like that suit as much, but again, it's fine. It's nothing crazy. It's nothing like, holy shit, you know. It's just, it's an okay suit. It's okay. It's okay. So, going into the next one, this one I'm categorizing together because they are literally the exact same suits, they're just in two different movies. And that's The Dark Knight and The Dark Knight Rises suit. Now, again, none of these suits are horrible. None of them are god-awful. They're just personal preferences. This one, to me, I don't like this suit. I don't like the lines across the abdomen area. I don't like the bat suit in the middle, how it's kind of spread it out flatly like a pancake. I don't like that. I just don't like the lines going through the suit from the abdomen all the way down to like the thighs. All these lines that are intercrossing with each other. I don't like that. I know it's supposed to be a realistic kind of military suit. Just not a fan of it. Even the arms, again, all these lines and stuff, it just doesn't scream Batman to me. It just screams like military suit. And I don't see Batman when I see it. I just see a military suit. So the Dark Knight and the Dark Knight Rises suit in the exact same spot, sitting comfortably at number 6. So then we move on to number 5. Number 5, actually, again, might get some flack for this, is the Batman Begins suit. Now, again, I don't really like that movie all that much, but I do like the suit in this one. I like the armor plate in the abdomen area. I like how it's a little more armory. You can definitely tell there's a little more glossiness to it. It's shinier than all the other ones, or at least Batman 89, when you compare to it. But yeah, it looks a little heftier, a little armor. I like it, but I still like the which you'll see Batman 89 higher up on this list. I still prefer the Batman 89 suit, but the Batman Returns suit is honestly awesome. I liked it. I like it a lot. I mean, nothing more to say about it other than just it's bulky, it's hulky, it's armory, it's fucking cool. So I like the Batman Returns suit, and that's coming in at number 5. Now here we're going to the top 4. Number 4. We are sitting at the Batman Begins suit. Now, if you watch my Batman Begins review, you know I really like this suit. This is my favorite out of the Nolan trilogy. And to me, just when I think of Batman, this is one of the suits I go to. It just looks awesome. It's accurate to the comics. It looks like Batman. When you see that, it looks like Batman. It has the chest, it has the ears, the cape, the utility belt. It's just that to me, when I think of Batman, I think of one of those Batman suits right there, the Batman Begins suit. I love that suit. I love that movie. That is my favorite movie in that entire Nolan trilogy. My favorite suit in the entire Nolan trilogy, and it's a kick-ass fucking suit. So, number 4 goes to the Batman Begins suit. Now, number 3, we got the number 3, and it's the Batman 89. I love this one. Now, if you watch my Batman movie review, you'll know I grew up with this movie, so this, to me as a child, was my Batman. Everybody kind of grew up with either Nolan or some of the Adam West. I grew up with the Batman 89 and the Nolan, so to me, the classic 89 Batman suit, it's fucking classic. I don't know what to say about it. To the ears, to the design of it, to the classic yellow and black emblem, to the chest plate, to the abdomen, to just the whole fucking thing. That is Batman. That is Batman pulled straight out of the goddamn comics back in the 1980s, and I fucking love that suit. So that's coming in at number 3. Now we got the new kid on the block, Robert Pattinson's suit. Now I was debating between putting it at number 1, but I started thinking about it. I want to see. I mean, as much as I love that movie, and you'll definitely see that movie higher up on some lists. I love this suit a lot. It's such a goddamn beautiful suit. Now the reason why I don't have it at number 1 just yet is because I haven't got time to really get used to the suit. But I fucking love it. It's my number 2. That's why I put it at number 2. Maybe in a few years, or when we see the next Robert Pattinson appearance, it might just solidify that number 1, but for right now, I'm putting it at a comfortable number 2, just because we haven't had that much long yet to we haven't had that long to play with the suit. So, but no, going into the suit, I fucking love it. I love everything about this suit, to the cowl, to the ears, to the neck, to the chest, to the abdomen. Everything about this suit is fucking Batman to me. And it fits the tone of the movie. It fits Robert Pattinson. It's just, this suit is fucking awesome. And the fact that he even has the Batarang right there on his chest, he takes it off, puts it on. It's a fucking awesome suit. I love this suit. And I can't wait to see what other suits they make for the sequel, or if they upgrade this suit at any point in this franchise, because this is an awesome fucking suit. So that's coming in at comfortably number 2. And now, number 1, gotta go to my boy Ben Affleck. His suit. I just love that Dark Knight Returns suit. I don't know what the fuck it is about it. I don't know exactly why. It's my favorite comic suit as well, the Batman Returns suit. I just fucking love that suit, bro. Like, it just, I don't know if it's the hulkiness, I don't know if it's the symbol, the ears, I don't know what the fuck it is about it. I can't explain it to you. I fucking love that suit, and I love Ben Affleck as Batman. You'll see where he is on my Batmans when we rank him, but honestly, fucking love the suit, love the chest, love the fucking muscles on it, the ears. Like, it's a perfect adaptation, in my opinion, of the Dark Knight Returns suit, and it's just fucking awesome. Like, every time I see, I want to own that suit so goddamn badly. It's so beautiful, and so, like, I love the colors on it with the grays and the blacks. It is just, I can't praise the suit enough. It's fucking gorgeous. When I see it in the shadows, or like that scene in BVS when he's hiding in the corner, and it's fucking beautiful, man. It's such a beautiful suit. I fucking love it. I know a lot of people don't like his suit. A lot of people don't like Ben Affleck's Batman. To each his own, but this fucking suit is goddamn gorgeous, and that's coming in at number 1 on the suits. So, coming on the next list, the next list we're gonna do is the cars. We have 7 of them to rank here, so let's get into it. So, starting at number 7 is the Batman and Robin car. Now, I told you you'd see Batman and Robin a lot on this list. So, yeah, let's get into it. The fucking color lights are awful. I hate it. This looks like a goddamn theme park car. It doesn't look like a Batman car. It looks like a theme park car. And it's gross to look at. It has... Yeah, I'll give it to you that it's unique, but unique in what way? Unique in the fact that it was a toy, or the fact that it literally on a fucking toy, and a Batmobile shows you what kind of car this is. This is a goddamn children's toy. And so yeah, the Batman and Robin car, just associated with the bad movie, associated with anything that's terrible about Batman. The only good positive I would give to it is the little fucking wings on the back. But other than that, this fucking car is garbage. I mean, it's not even a Batman car. When I look at that, if you showed me a picture of that and asked me, what is that? And if I wasn't a superhero fan, I would be like, what is that? I don't know what that is. And they're like, it's Batman. I'm like, that's not fucking Batman. That is that's not, no. So, Batman and Robin car comes in at number 7. Number 6 is actually the Batman Forever car, because it has the exact same fucking problems to me. It started the whole neon light thing, which I don't like neon lights in general on cars, let alone in my Batman car. But again, not terrible. I like the little bat symbols on the wheels, but again, that's kind of cheesy for me. Of course, I like the little wings going back. But other than that, it's not a Batman car. It's fucking cars. When I think of a Batman car, I think of something that kind of represents Batman in a way. And this represents a goddamn neon party car. Like, this is not Batman. This is a flashy fucking kid's car. And it's fucking terrible. I don't like it. It is not great at all. It's just slightly above the Batman and Robin car because of the wheels and the wings. But other than that, it's a fucking shitty car in my opinion. So, and then, coming in at number 5... Now again, may get some flack for this one. It's the Adam West car. Now, again, same thing. All due respect. I'm giving Adam West the respect. I'm not shitting on the car. I'm not saying it's a horrible car. It's just when I think of a Batman car, I don't think of the Adam West car. I think of other cars on this list that you'll see. And again, it is a good looking car. That's why it's at number 5, because I love the color schemes of the black and red. I love the little bat wheels on there. Of course, the front end's really cool. The little tiny bat logos on the side. Again, it's a classic, iconic car. I mean, there's not much you can say other than it is a classic car. It's just when I think of Batman, I don't think of the Adam West car. I think of these other 4 that are on this list right now. So, again, not knocking on it, not saying it's terrible. It's just it's a classic car, but it's not one of my personal favorites. So all due respect to the Adam West car, it is a beautiful car, it is an iconic car, it is a classic car, but it's just not my preferred Adam West car. So, coming in at number 4, we have actually, shocker, because you think, actually, yeah, coming in at number 4, another one that might give me flack as well, is the Tumbler. I have it sitting right over here. The Tumbler, again, what more can you say about it other than it's iconic? It is an iconic car, iconic with the Christian Bale trilogy. It is a really fucking cool car, but again, when I see it, it doesn't scream Batman to me. Like, to me. When I see it, I go, that is a badass motherfucker, tank car, the back wheels are awesome, the fucking flames, everything about it is fucking badass. But when I see it, I go, that looks more like a military car than it does a Batman car. And again, that's the entire Nolan trilogy. It's just, they're too realistic for me to really gravitate towards Batman. They're just really good movies. So, with the Tumbler, it's the exact same way. When I see it, I go, that is a badass, cool car. I would love to drive that. But when I think of it, I don't think of Batman. I think of a realistic army car. So, again, maybe you can give me shit for it, but honestly, that's just how I feel. So, coming in at number 3, we have the Burton car. Again, grew up on it. It is an awesome car. I mean, again, same thing. It's iconic. I mean, if you look at it, it's fucking gorgeous. And I'm glad they're bringing it back for the Flash. It's just, when I see that car, I think of Batman. Like, when I see that, I go, that is Batman, baby. With the fucking wheels, to the way the fucking lid opens, to the little nozzle there at the end. Of course, the back with the wings. Fucking love that. That's what started the wings. And then the turbos, just everything about that suit, everything about that fucking car is just beautiful. And it's very iconic. It's very much a Batman car. So when I see it, I think of Batman and I think of that 89 movie. I mean, what more can I say about that car? It's just fucking gorgeous. So, moving on to number 2, the top 2, baby. We have, at number 2 is my boy Ben Affleck's Batman car. Now, while it's not a perfect car, I'm not saying it's at all like the best car in the entire world, but it is a kick-ass fucking car that I love and is fucking cool. It is like the Tumbler meets the Batman 89 car for me, because you have you have the realistic tank look of it, just like the Nolan movies, but then you also have that sleek kind of like the way that it's pointed down, the way the hood looks and everything. It reminds me of the Batman 89 car. So I don't know. To me, it's fucking gorgeous. It sounds great in the movie when you hear it turn on and it's just shooting people and shit. I don't know. I just love that car. It is so beautiful to me. It's so, and to me, to most people, I've heard people say that this car does not scream Batman to them. To each his own. But to me, it screams Batman. When I see it, I think of Batman. I think of Ben Affleck's Batman. I think of the Snyderverse. When I think of it, it thinks of Batman. So, but then we're coming at number 1. I can't believe that this is my number 1. I never thought this was going to be. But number 1 is actually the new Robert Pattinson Batman car. Now, again, how much praise can I say to this fucking car? It is gorgeous. It is literally like the Adam West car and the Batman 89 car and the Tumbler all rolled into one. You have the classic old muscle car of the 60s and the 50s, I think, or maybe 70s, mixed with the 89 car that has the fucking like the wings in the back, because it does have slight wings, not enough, but like it has 2 pointy tips at the end that to me represents Batman's cape. And then you have the fucking, like, tanky and bulkiness of the Tumbler. So, it's fucking gorgeous. I love it. I love it so goddamn much. It is 1000% my favorite Batman car, and will be for a while until we get either a new Batman rendition or until they upgrade that fucker. Because not only does it look great, but it sounds great when it's going down the fucking, like, when it's going down to chase Penguin and shit. It is just a gorgeous fucking car to hear. So, yeah. Cars, number 1 is the Batman. So, moving on. Alright, moving on to the movies. I have 8 Batman movies to rank here. So, starting off at number 8, we have, of course, Batman and Robin. Now, I didn't do a review on Batman and Robin or Forever because I thought I'm going to do a ranking anyways, and y'all are going to hear my opinions on it. So, Batman and Robin. Well, and this is the only reason why I didn't do a review on Batman Forever or Robin, is because really, what can I say about these movies that haven't been said before? Batman and Robin is an awful Batman movie. It is a piece of shit Batman movie. The Batman in this movie is not Batman. Robin is not Robin. Poison Ivy is not Poison Ivy. Mr. Freeze, you had potential in Arnold Schwarzenegger, but you gave him shitty dialogue, so that's what we ended up getting. Everything about this movie is just fucking terrible. Like, to the cinematography's terrible, acting's terrible, story's terrible. This whole movie was literally made for commercials. There was no other reason. It was not made to please Batman fans. It was not made to please anything other than money and toys. So that's why I didn't want to do a review for it, because it was literally just going to be a short, fucking simple, movie sucks, let's move on. So, Batman and Robin, bottom of the fucking barrel. Hate that. I mean, I don't hate the movie, because if it wasn't for Batman and Robin, we wouldn't have Batman Begins, but I will never watch it unless I'm drunk or just trying to find a stupid Batman movie to watch. Batman and Robin is one of the worst comic book movies of all time for a good reason. So, that's coming in at number 8. At number 7 is its brother, I guess you could call it, is Batman Forever. Same thing. This is the start of the campy, cheesy Batman movies. Now, I did like Val Kilmer in the role. I think if he had a more of a serious script and more of a darker movie to work with, I think he actually could have been a pretty good Batman. But because he's in a movie like Batman Forever, he kind of gets he doesn't get to shine as Batman. But I think he's great as Batman. I think he's great as Bruce Wayne. The only really problem that drowns this movie is the story and the villains for me, and the campiness. I mean, you have Jim Carrey's the Riddler. At the time, Jim Carrey was the shit. He was the popular guy. Now again, he was not a bad choice for the Riddler. That was actually a good casting as the Riddler. But you were trying to do the 60s version of the Riddler, and I just don't care for that version of the Riddler. It's not interesting to me. It's cheesy, it's goofy, I don't want it. So, now, he did what he did in that movie. He was Jim Carrey, but that's just not what I want from the Riddler. Same thing with Tommy Lee Jones as Two-Face. Same fucking problem. He could have been an awesome Two-Face if he was in a serious Batman movie, but he was in a children's movie. So it's hard when you're painting his face purple and asking him to do jokes as Two-Face. It just doesn't work. And then you introduce Robin, which again, that's fine. Introduce Robin, but again, you made Robin so fucking cheesy and so, like, I don't care. So again, Batman Forever started the cheesy, campy 90s Batman movies, but then Batman and Robin just took it to like crank 11. So not much to say about Batman Forever other than it's a disappointment. And when you're watching all the 89 Tim Burton movies and you get to Batman Forever and you're like, what the fuck? So yeah, not the worst movie out of this list. Batman and Robin definitely holds that cake. But Batman Forever, just kind of forgettable. It's like not much to talk about other than it's cheesy, it's campy, it's not my Batman. Let's move on. So coming in at number 6 is Batman Returns. Now, upon rewatch, again, I have a full movie review out on this movie. It just, to me, this movie has a problem of the villains overshadowing Batman. This is a Penguin movie. Now, again, some people might love that because they love Penguin, and I do too. I love Danny DeVito as Penguin. But when I want to see Batman. If I click on a movie that's called Batman Returns, I want to see Batman, not Catwoman and Penguin. So this is a prime example of when a Batman villains take over a Batman movie, because you don't get much Batman in this movie whatsoever. You get maybe 30% in a whole 2.5 hour movie. You don't get enough Batman in this movie, in my opinion. So to me, it's just kind of disappointing when you click on Batman Returns. Now again, it is a good movie, because right after this we get Forever and Robin, and it's like, can we go back? Can we go back, please, to the Batman Returns? But it's just kind of disappointing because you get literally so much Penguin and Catwoman. You don't get enough Batman. So that's why it's sitting where it's at, comfortably at number 6. Number 5, I'm only putting this at number 5 in the middle, just because I don't know where it's going to land on future rankings. I'm only putting it in the middle because I haven't seen Dark Knight Rises in a while. I'm going to do a review, then we'll wrap up with the Batman series here soon. I'm just waiting on Sean. But to be honest, I'm just putting it in the middle because I remember liking it, but I also remember not liking it. So I don't want to say too much because I don't want to spoil what I have to say in the review. I just remember when I watched it, it was a good movie disappointing finale because we just jumped off The Dark Knight. So it was kind of good movie, slightly disappointing, could have been better. So that's why it's sitting comfortably at the middle, because if I rewatch it recently and it goes down, then it'll be just like right there underneath Batman Returns. If it's if it's better, then it might jump up past where we are right now, past number 4. So who knows? That's why I'm putting it comfortably in the middle, because I don't know where it's going to land after I've rewatched it. This is just off my brain where I remember liking the movie a few years ago. So that's number 5. Number 4 is actually Batman Begins. Now, my review is up on the channel so you can see. I do like Batman Begins. It is my favorite out of the Christopher Nolan trilogy. It is one of my favorite Batman movies. As you can see, it's at number 4. It's just there's so much great about this movie. You get the origins of Bruce Wayne. You get the origins of Batman. You get so much Batman stuff, and especially when you're coming off of Batman and Robin, it's like, just give me something good, please, and they do. So Batman Begins, I think, is actually underrated in the entire Nolan trilogy, because everybody talks about The Dark Knight and how great it is, and then everybody talks about The Dark Knight Rises, how disappointing it is. Nobody talks about Batman Begins and how great it really was for the time. So yeah, Batman Begins is the next one. Number 3 is actually Batman 89. I fucking love Batman 89. It's... I don't know what to say about it. It's a classic Batman movie. It has everything you wanted. It has a badass Batman in Michael Keaton. It has a badass Bruce Wayne in Michael Keaton. It has Vicky Vale. It has a badass Joker at the time, which he still is a badass Joker to this day, but at the time, the only Joker we had in Jack Nicholson. I have a full review up on the channel, so if you want to see my actual detailed thoughts on it. But yeah, just an awesome fucking Batman movie. If you have not seen Batman 89, please go treat yourself, because this is literally is Batman back in the day on the big screen. So can't praise Batman 89 enough. Love that fucking movie. Then coming at the top 2, the Two Boys. Now, I've never done this before, which you'll see when we get there. But so yeah, number 2 is actually The Dark Knight. Again, not much you can say about The Dark Knight. Awesome fucking movie. Wouldn't call it a masterpiece. Wouldn't call it like the greatest fucking thing of all time. It is a good Batman movie. For sure. I will always say that, and I will always acknowledge that. It's not a masterpiece. It's not, holy shit, this is, nothing compares to The Dark Knight. Anything, we've had good movies in the comic book genre, like a Logan, like an Endgame, like other superhero movies that are as good as The Dark Knight. Wouldn't say they're better, but The Dark Knight is pretty good. I'm not going to call it a masterpiece, not going to call it the greatest comic book movie of all time, but it is a good Batman movie. So please, calm the fuck down when you're talking about The Dark Knight, because it is a good movie, but it's just not up to fucking here, okay? So yeah, Dark Knight's coming in at number 2. Can't gush about that movie enough. Have a review on the channel if you want detailed thoughts. But yeah, number 2 is The Dark Knight. And then number 1, again, I don't think I've ever done this for any rankings or any sort of thing, but number 1 is The Batman, the new one that we just got. I can't fucking, like, and I'm not one of those, I think I said it in my review, and my spoiler, but I'll say it again here. I'm not one of those, when a new movie comes out, I just automatically give it the best new thing, you know, like, you know, when Spider-Man No Way Home came out, I didn't give it the best fucking Spider-Man movie of all time. It is definitely in the conversation of the best Spider-Man movie of all time, but I'm not going to give it the reward. I'm not going to be like, you're the greatest because you're new, you're the greatest because you're new. But honestly, The Batman is my favorite because I've wanted everything that I want in this movie. The detective side, the noir side, the tone, the grittiness, just everything about this movie is what I want from Batman. It is literally like Christian Bale and Ben Affleck's Batman movies had a baby, and Tim Burton was cheating on the fucking, it's literally like Christian Bale and Ben Affleck Batman, their movies, were fucking, right? Christian Bale became pregnant, was cheating on Ben Affleck with the Burton movies, and now when Bale has the Bale baby is literally a mix of those 3. And that's exactly what the Batman movie is. It has the dark and the grittiness of the Batman United movies, has the realistic detective side of the Nolan movies, and it has the brutality and the darkness of the Snyderverse and Ben Affleck. It is fucking awesome. I love this movie so fucking much. I can't wait to see it for a 3rd time. Watched it twice already. Can't wait to see it for a 3rd time, and I can't wait to rewatch it countless times when it comes out on streaming. So my favorite Batman movie of all time is The Batman. So we've done the suits, the cars, the movies. Now let's get on to the respective gentlemen themselves, the Batman and the Bruce Wayne. So let's go into the Bruce Wayne real quick. We're looking at 7 Bruce Waynes here. Starting at the bottom, and again, these are all personal preferences. Don't get angry. I'm not saying none of these Bruce Waynes suck. I'm not saying any of these people suck. They're just what I would want personally from Bruce Waynes. So coming at number 7, to me, my least favorite Bruce Wayne is, now don't shoot me, don't shoot me, don't shoot me, Adam West. Now, not a terrible Bruce Wayne, not at all, but again, he to me is not Bruce Wayne. When I see Adam West as him, it's just not my personal preference Bruce Wayne. He is a fine Bruce Wayne for what they are asking from that 60s Batman show. But when I think of Bruce Wayne, I think of 6 possibly better Bruce Waynes in my opinion. So again, don't shoot me. I am respecting Adam West. I'm saying he is a good Batman and a Bruce Wayne, but he's just not personally my favorite Bruce Wayne. So don't shoot me. Don't say I'm not an Adam West hater. I do respect it. It's just I don't like those 60s campy Adam West TV show. I don't like it. So when you have a Bruce Wayne on that show who's kind of cheesy, it's just not for me. So my least favorite, not saying sucks, my least favorite Bruce Wayne is Adam West. Right above him is actually George Clooney. The reason I have him not at the bottom is because to me, George Clooney, he just kind of acts like himself. He's not at all terrible Bruce Wayne actually. Even though he's in a terrible movie and he has terrible dialogue, he looks like, when I see George Clooney, I'm like, yeah, that guy does kind of scream Bruce Wayne to me. He has that charm. He has that look to him. I mean, George Clooney in any movie, whether it's fucking something like Oh Brother, Where Art Thou, or this movie, Batman and Robin, whatever movie he's in, you can kind of see the Bruce Wayne charms of him. So it's not a bad casting, honestly. George Clooney as Bruce Wayne, if I read that today on paper, I'd be like, yeah, that kind of works. That kind of works. So he's just in a terrible movie. So I think George Clooney actually could have been a really decent Bruce Wayne / Batman if he was in a good movie. But he's not. So he's at the bottom, at the second to the bottom, at number 6. So number 5 is actually Val Kilmer, for the exact same reason I just said about George Clooney. He actually when I see him in movies like a Tombstone, I can see why they chose him as Bruce Wayne. I can see exactly that they're like, yeah, that guy could pull off Batman and Bruce Wayne. And he does. Again, take him out of the movie and just talk about him for a second. He doesn't do a bad job as Batman. He doesn't do a bad job as Bruce Wayne. He does look and act like Bruce Wayne and Batman both. So to me, 5 would have to be Val Kilmer. Not terrible, just pretty average. That's why he's right in the middle. Number 5 is Val Kilmer. Number 4, another one that might get me shot here, is Michael Keaton. Now again, I know I've praised Michael Keaton in some of these other rankings and stuff, but to hear the reason why I put him so low on the Bruce Wayne scale, is just to me, yes, he looks like Bruce Wayne. Michael Keaton does, and he does act like Bruce Wayne. Only in Batman '89. In Batman Returns, he doesn't act like Bruce Wayne to me. He acts like a kind of a dumb Bruce Wayne. You know, he's not necessarily like thinking straight. He's definitely letting Selina get to his head and stuff. So just to me, he doesn't act like Bruce Wayne in Batman Returns. But in Batman '89, he does. You know, there's that classic, infamous when he breaks the vase. He's like, "You want to get nuts? Let's get nuts!" Like just stuff like that. I like that. So like, no, again, not terrible. It's just not my personal preference of the Bruce Waynes. And then after that, number 3, the top 3 here, would have to be Christian Bale. And again, I don't like his Batman that much, and you'll see on my Batman list where he is, but I don't like his Batman that much. But I like him as Bruce Wayne. He does, to me, I'd say he's definitely top 3. That's why I have him at number 3. He's definitely in the top 3 of my favorite Bruce Waynes, because he does act like Bruce Wayne. You know, when you have Batman Returns, when he's trying to act like Bruce Wayne, the playboy, and he's buying, and he takes those girls to the hotel and they're swimming in the fucking lounge and shit. Like that again, that's Bruce Wayne right there. You know, when you get to the Dark Knight and he's at that party before he has to before he has to turn into Batman and fight the Joker and stuff. It's just, he does have Bruce Wayne mannerisms. To me, I think Christian Bale is a good Bruce Wayne, just not a good Batman. Which again, you'll see, we'll get there when I get to my Batman rankings. So yeah, number 3, Christian Bale. Number 2 is the new guy on the block. I would have put him as number 1, but You don't get a lot of him as Bruce Wayne in the newer movie, so it's hard to really sit here and say, yeah, he was a badass Bruce Wayne, when we only got about like 15-20 minutes of him as Bruce Wayne. So I don't necessarily like, but the 15-20 minutes we got of him as Bruce Wayne was fucking awesome, and I loved it. I loved the way he acted like Bruce Wayne. It's just hard to sit there and solidify #1 favorite Bruce Wayne when we didn't see him that much as Bruce Wayne, you know. So that's why he's sitting at a #2 for now. #1. Again, Robert Pattinson could easily be my #1. We just gotta see more future movies from him. But #1 is Ben Affleck as Bruce Wayne. I think he brings it, personally. From the Batman v Superman we saw, to him in Justice League, even the, hopefully now in the Flash movie, but just those 2 appearances alone as Batman v Superman and the Snyder Cut, he acts like Bruce Wayne to me. He does. He has that mannerisms. He has that charm to him. You can definitely tell when Ben Affleck's acting like Bruce Wayne that he's putting on a mask. He's putting on a fake persona, which is exactly to me what Bruce Wayne should. Bruce Wayne should act like an arrogant, fucking, you know, kind of an asshole, but not to the degree. But to me, he should act like that. He should act like a weirdo kind of guy, and I think Ben Affleck brings that to me, especially at the party when they meet Diana and, you know, Lex and all them. He definitely brings that attitude to him. So #1 favorite Bruce Wayne would have to be Ben Affleck. So jumping now to the Batmans. #7, George Clooney as Batman. Not much to say. the jokes bring this Batman down. The look of this Batman brings him down. Not much to say other than he's just not a good Batman in my opinion. So #6 would have to be Adam West. Same thing. Just not my personal preference Batman. Nothing wrong with this Batman. It's just when I think of that Batman, I think of course the 60s cheesy Adam West show. It's just again, not my personal Batman. Iconic. I will give you all the praise in the world there, Adam West. But just not my personal favorite Batman. So, #5, Val Kilmer. Again, same thing with everything else I said about the Bruce Wayne and all that. Just not a bad Batman. I think he could have had potential if he was actually in a good movie and he didn't have a bad script. I think he could have pulled off Batman, because there are certain scenes in the Batman, or there's certain scenes in Batman Forever where he does act like Batman, but he's just not personally my favorite Batman. So, #4, Christian Bale, mainly only in Batman Begins, but throughout the whole trilogy, I think he's fine. I don't like the voice whatsoever. I've stated that in my Dark Knight trilogy reviews. I don't like the voice. The voice is very throat cancery, and it's so funny to imitate, and it's a meme at this point. It kind of sucks. In a serious Batman movie, you have a Batman's voice that's memeable. Kind of sucks. So yeah, but I do like him as Batman. I love him mostly in Batman Begins. All the rest of the movies I can take or leave him. But in Batman Begins, he's fucking awesome. He has the look. He has the body of it. Especially in the action scenes you get later in like The Dark Knight and The Dark Knight Rises. He's a good Batman. I mean, I'm not knocking on his Batman. I just personally don't love him as Batman. That's why he's sitting at #4. #3, Michael Keaton. Mainly in Batman '89 more than I do Batman Returns, but he's an awesome Batman. That's why they're kind of bringing him back for The Flash, because he's kind of, I mean, other than Christian Bale, he is the second best Batman that we've had in these past recent years to the majority public. You'll see on this list where the other 2 sit at. But Michael Keaton, what can I say about him? He's classic, he's iconic, he's the one, to me, who brought the actual role to life. I know people say that about Adam West, but for me, Michael Keaton brought the dark, serious Batman that we needed at the time in the 80s. So yeah, Michael Keaton, fucking love you as Batman. Top 3. #2 is the new kid on the block, Robert Pattinson. Now again, the only reason I'm not putting him as #1 just yet is just because we've had one movie with him. I love him so much in that movie, and he's an awesome. You go look at my review and spoiler reviews for why I specifically love this version. But the reason I'm not putting him as #1 just yet is because I don't want to jump the gun just yet and declare him my favorite Batman, because we've only had one movie with him. You know, and I don't. As much as I love that movie, and you've seen it, it's #1 on my movies. I just don't want to jump that gun just yet. I want to see one more movie or one more appearance or whatever with him before I declare him my favorite Batman. Trust me, we got a lot of good shit from him in that movie. The dude fucking him up with one arm, the fucking badass. So trust me, we've gotten a lot of good shit from Robert Pattinson's Batman just in one movie alone, but I'm not ready yet to just put him at the first place. But who is in the first place is my boy Ben Affleck. I fucking love this Batman, honestly. I mean, I love the Dark Knight Returns comic. That's my favorite Batman comic. And I love that Batman in that comic, and they literally pulled that Batman out of the comics, put it on the fucking big screen with Ben Affleck. He has the bulkiness, the hulkiness of him. He is scary. He's intimidating. He's threatening. I mean, just, my God, look at the warehouse scene, for Christ's sakes. That's nutworthy. It's badass. And then on top of it, you have the nightmare scenes with him in, like, the Snyder Cut and BVS, which is fucking awesome. Him in the armor suit, that is a kick-ass. Like, just, even though we had 2 movies with him that we really got to see Batman in, the Snyder Cut and the BVS, he was fucking kick-ass in both movies. So I'm excited to see him in The Flash and see what he does in that one. Because if he's had 2 movies under Snyder where he's done some badass shit, my God, what else can we get from him? So, but yeah, I'm sad to see him go when he does leave after The Flash. But hopefully, maybe we'll get some more Ben Affleck Batman one day. I know he's done with it, but I want to see him one more day. I want to see him do his movie that he wanted to do one day. So, but yeah, number 1 is the Batman. Like, number 1 is Ben Affleck as Batman. I fucking love Ben Affleck as Batman. I can't praise him enough. I know everybody doesn't like him, but he's my personal favorite Batman. And Robert Pattinson is right there, razor blade, and he's touching, he's caressing Ben Affleck's ass because he's that close to number 1. We just gotta see. I just want to see one more movie with him before I declare. But yeah, that's my entire fucking ranking of everything. Like I said, leave your opinions down below of what you would rank the movies, the cars, the suits, the Bruce Waynes, the Batmans. You tell me down below what the fuck your list is, and I would love to read them. And the reason I did it like this is because I thought it'd be easier. Just instead of making 5 separate videos, just cram it all into one. Let's talk about it. Let's get up in its guts and talk about it. So, but yeah, I was going to do more rankings, like the villains and stuff and the scores. But I thought, you know what? That's little shit. Like, you know, I was going to do like Catwoman's and stuff like that. But I thought, you know, I just want to do the big stuff. I want to do the cars, the suits, the movies, Batman's and Bruce Wayne's. And then let's go. So yeah, that's my ranking of everything. Hopefully I don't offend a lot of you. Hopefully I didn't lose any subscribers from saying my opinions. But these are just my opinions, people, at the end of the day. All of these are respected. All of these are great for what they are. None of them are better than anybody. They're just my personal feelings on these personal movies, cars, suits, and all that. So again, put your rankings down below. What do you think of my list? And let's hear your list down below. So yeah, I will see you guys next time. Peace!